I trust that the person on the other end of the screen right now at this moment needs to hear this message. This is a divine channel from me to you, and only allowing you to hear exactly what you need to hear for your highest will and your highest good. Okay, God, work through me. Humor, wonder, and communication. 3 spiritual principles being called to you. Have some more humor in this lifetime. Have some more humor for what's happened for you and sometimes even to you, as well as communication. You've got communication coming in. There's one more thing. What was it? Humor, wonder. Yes, have the wonder that magical things can happen for you in this lifetime. Because guess what? They quite frankly can. I'm tapped into your energy of needing to have a childlike wonder in this season in your life. Go back to the kid that dreamed, that believed, that the little train, little toy that could, little boy that could. What is that? I don't know. So one of the kids shows you watched it, and their mottos and stuff were significant for you. All right, what do you need to hear for your highest will and your highest good? All right. Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. You're being called back into this childlike wonder to bring abundance into your lifetime. To bring creation into your lifetime. To bring ancient knowledge into your lifetime. The part of you that you have cut off, the kid that dreamed, little boy that could, that would, that should have, whoever you cut off, once you tap back into that inner strength of honoring that little tiny child that you were and helping those dreams come true that you felt were called on your spirit as a very young child, that the systems in this lifetime separated you from, be it familial, parental, educational, societal, financial, social class. They cut you off from your source spirit, from your connection with God. Whenever you were a very young child, they stuffed you down. The vision that God gave to you when you were a young child, I know I'm speaking to somebody who needs to hear this. I feel the energy. I feel it. Whatever was cut off from you, from these systems, from these people, that stuffed God away from you. Because God gave you the vision when you were a young child to create, to have this passion for whatever it is that you are passionate about. I guess some type of engineer, some type of mechanical stuff. Whatever you stuff down, because people might have said, you might have, I'm getting a lot of mental interference with voices that were put in your ear. Maybe an angry parental figure telling you you're not smart enough, you're stupid, literally telling you terrible things. I'm not going to repeat those because I don't want to trigger you, but you are freaking smart. You were smart and you dialed in on whatever it is you were focused on, whatever mechanics you were interested in. Could have been taking apart cars, putting them back together, something, drawing car parts. I get so itchy during reading. I almost did hooga booga boo or spooky dookie. Who says that? I don't say that. I don't say that. Anyway, okay. Yes, tap into your inner child again. Start creating, start drawing. You could be called to start drawing, laying out. And I just got an excuse from somebody that needs to hear this. There was some excuse about wrists, arthritis, as well as maybe a surgery, something happened, an accident where it limited your ability to write. But no more. You're made to do this somehow. There are computer software programs and stuff like that where you can make this happen. Okay. Do it in spurts, do whatever you have to do, but you're being called to create something. Do you do that and bite your lip? You could be on the autism spectrum, the neurospicy spectrum. Crone, yes, this is a path that you have to take. This is a decision, and this energy causes you to stutter. Whenever you think about this past, this history, you don't like to talk about it. Your throat chakra gets blocked up. Your heart chakra gets blocked. You have blocked off these feelings and emotions. But honey, I am here to bring this message to you. We getting through today. God is bringing you a message. You have a path, too, of which to choose from. You could go the path that we don't know where it leads, and it looks a little dark and bleak. maybe one that you're used to traveling. Looks like a lot of comfort here. This is a slight uphill journey, so it might cause you a little bit of like resistance and stuff, but it's ultimately the same as this. This, on the other hand, is going to take a lot of exertion, a lot of power within you, but this is inner strength from God. You see this divine being up here that represents God? This energy flowing down, golden energy. This is almost like the yellow brick road in the Wizard of Oz. You could be called to Oz as well. I just got the, not Wizard of Oz, the other one about Oz. The Good Witch of the East and West. Oh my gosh. I can't think of it. It's a newer one. It's not finding me at the moment. It's the one with Cynthia. I can't think of her last name. Ariana. Wow. Wicked. Of course, I got the green on. Okay. So yes, that movie is called You watch that. Could be a fan of musicals. Anyway, this upward, almost said battle. You're perceiving this as a battle. This journey within that is going to cause you some triumph. This is triumphant energy. This is energy from God flowing to you through your path. Your path is being lit for you right now through this message. This is confirmation. This is your path. Whatever has been on your mind since you were a young child that you put off, it's being called back to you. God is calling you back to that. This is a hard truth for you to swallow at the moment. This truth coming through from God, from me to you, is causing, maybe you feel like tentacles, like you could be getting tingling on the scalp as well here. Statue of Liberty as well. You could have went to visit her. You might have had visions of painting her yellow for whatever reason. Let me know in the comments if you did. Anyway, this ladder is being held up by a force greater than us. This is a spiritual force. This is God force. And you may have thought or said this word while growing up. It's the first time I've ever heard it or come up with it. God force. A force of God that has helped hold up your life in this lifetime. Flowers as well have always called to you. Blue, the color blue over the color of red. You choose blue over red. And you do love the colors of the sun and a nice sunset. But with the fire and ice energy here too, I get there's fire and ice with your decision making. There's yes, there's no. Okay, God, yes. There needs to be an equilibrium. There needs to be an equilibrium of the energies of yes and no to where you come to a common consensus here in the middle. What lies in the middle is wisdom, is God force, if you will, God's source lies in the middle of your decision making. Between the high and the low, the yes and the no's, the maybe so's, need to come into alignment with what your soul knows. Wordplay and poetry. Ah! Okay, who gets really excited about literature? That was very incredible. Okay, interesting. Swords, yes. Truths to balance this energy within you, because you have cycles completing and people meant to celebrate you and love you for who you are and adore you in your passions and in your creations. Don't listen to that voice that told you when you were a child that you weren't smart enough, that you would never be anything, that stop doing this stupid thing. Like, you could have had a guardian, parental figure, whoever it was that helped raise you. Could have been a system, another system, foster system, who knows? Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. But this energy of people truly seeing you for you, who you are, your passions, your genius, your literal genius that lies within you that you have lied about. Ooh, tongue-tied. You don't like talking about this. The literal genius that lives within you that you've kept hidden, needs to come out. You might have a tick, like ticks when you say things as well. You could have Tourette's. Yes, bring it forth. God will reward you, not only through the wheel of fortune, but through followers and people who see you for you and your gifts and your passions. And it's coming in quick. This energy, once you make this decision that yes, I'm going to do it. I saw lack on this reading. She confirmed this is where my path is meant to go. This is where I am led in this lifetime. It's going to come in quick. Whenever you start creating, it's going to be an insatiable need. You could have addictive tendencies as well, an addictive personality. You could actually be an addict or recovering addict. And it could come in the form of work. You could be addicted to work. Work, showing up for other people, but not yourself and not your own business. This truth you're not gonna like, but this is made for you. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, this isn't my previous lifetime. Let's go back to your chariot that's coming in. This is quick, fast-moving energy in tarot. And God, and I almost said your God. So you might have a different God. You might believe that there are multiple gods, and that your God does things a certain way and that others don't. Something like that. But God is watching over you, is arching over. God has protected you and put you in a shield of your divine calling of when the time is right. And this is a card, and two, with the barren land and the one tree that is up here that is already fruitful, that is meant to drop its apples. The seeds fall out, more trees are planted. You're being called to start farming, start cultivating your land. And this is a metaphor. Start cultivating this idea. Start brainstorming. I get light bulb as well. Light bulb. You like snapping. Yes, start cultivating this idea. Start harvesting this idea. Start watering this idea. Start wonder. The message at the beginning, the word, the spiritual principle of wonder. Start brainstorming of what this could be. A seed is all that needs to be planted. And right now, this is a seed coming through from me to you. Cheetahs as well, leopards as well, also called to you. Pink flowers, pink and white flowers will be your confirmation. When you continue on in your life, when you're walking, you need confirmation. Lemon trees as well. This is another form of harvest. That is a plant that gives sustenance, that has fruit-bearing trees as well. Peaches. Did I ever tell a lie? And if you think I did, this ain't for you. But if it is for you, you know it's for you because you're still here. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Ace of Discs. Yes, this is the highest form of abundance in this card. Highest form. Okay. Like, this energy is bringing you solitude, but in a beautiful sense. This is support for yourself. This is support. This is something where, with the acorns, trees, planting, harvesting, sowing your seeds, like this energy of bringing forth what is meant, planting the seeds, making sure this grows, bringing the idea from the 5D of an image, of just a thought of, you know what, I can do this. I can do this. God is putting it in my mind. This is confirmation. Bringing it into the physical form, into the 3D, starting by actions, right? Thought process into action. The thought comes, the action follows. That is what you're being called to do to get to this area of expertise that your soul desires to. I'm also getting like prove not only to yourself but to others that you can do this thing. That negative narrative, whoever tried to limit you when you were younger, they were absolutely wrong, and God wants you to know this. Light the fire within your soul, within your spirit. Light the fire. You could feel like this message is also bringing you bear, because I am pulling out all of the insecurities within you, security issues that you felt all throughout your lifetime. But harmony and faith is being called into your presence. Like, I got roots. So roots, like, dig your roots into the ground, into the creation with God. God created all of this. The ground is God out there. Go out there. Start doing some brainstorming. You could have even drawn these figures in the dirt, in the sand, in the mud while you were younger, maybe even with a stick, with actual roots of these plans, engineer work, stuff like that, like drawings. Yes, for you. And temperance. Yes, this is a balance between the earth's energies and the spiritual world. spirit worlds, God's worlds, the universe is, of course, all of it. But this is exactly what I was talking about, bringing the 5-dimensional, the stars, everything that we don't see, how the universe was made, how we were made, how the animals were made, how we were suspended in air and space. Like this beautiful bubble that we're in of creation, right? Of God's creation. Bringing your idea, this bubble, to create your own universe, your own world, everything in here, in your mind, in your beautiful, beautiful genius mind. And then birthing it out into the wild, so to speak. But you're going to cultivate this. You're going to love this. This is going to be your baby. This is your life's work. This is your passion. I'm being called to tell you about your purpose right now. That is what's happening. This is indeed your purpose. The gift that was given to you while you were a child is indeed your purpose. It's not going out of your brain. It's not going out of your heart. It's not going out of your mind, your spirit, your soul. People pushed it down. And this is going to require you to have some self-acceptance within yourself and within what's happened in your lifetime. Maybe even actions where you've lashed out at other people for these even generational curses of people talking to you this way. You may have some apologies to make to people because you maybe have said those things to your own children. No more. No, you're being called to balance that out, much like the 5D to the 3D with this image, with this creation that you have to birth, that's going to bring you lots of abundance, lots of purpose-driven energy, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, like your future, absolutely. Dance with the wind again. Go outside and dance. Call this in. Draw light bulbs. Do what you got to do. Maybe even do some research on fellow inventors. Hello. But maybe even buy a book about the guy who created the light bulb. Not energy, but the light bulb specifically. Was it Thomas? I'm not going to say that. I don't want to tell everyone I don't know everything. Alexa, who created the light bulb? Was it Nicholas Tesla? Nicholas. It is. Thomas Edison and someone Swan. Yes, it is. This is just confirmation. Trust your intuition. You see how that happened? I knew the answer, but I doubted myself. So Thomas Edison. All right. Yes, you're being called to get some inspiration through research. But will you make the decision to travel along the path that you've always done that's kept you hidden from the inside out? Or will you follow where God is leading you? The choice is yours, my dear. I only bring the message. I just got Silence of the Lambs as well. I can't recall his name, but the serial killer where he's like, Clarice. Yes, Clarice. You could be a horror movie fan. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Life path number 7, 777, as well as your birthday on the 7th or in July, even July 7th. That's when I found out, July. I can't think of the rest of that song, but it's by Drake. But anyway, 7s. I get August 5th, 6th, and 7th as well. 8, 5, 6. Subsequent numbers, consequential, they've always called to you as well, like 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive numbers. Thank you, God. Wrong letter, wrong, God, I'm getting a lot of interference. Okay, so your words, you stumble across your words. You're smarter than you lead on, and you're being called to be more confident in your skills and your knowledge, your inner knowledge. That is these entities, these negative energies that meant to keep you small while you were younger, and they crashed you. They crashed your spirit. They stuffed God down. But you're being called back to the light, my love. This is your future. What will you choose? Anyway, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hello, my name is Lack. I am a prophetic artist. That is the end of your message. Although not the end of what I offer. I offer prophetic readings as well as sponsorship for surges if you're interested in furthering your purpose here in this lifetime. I have art experiences made just for that if they call to you. And if they don't, you absolutely can sponsor one. Okay, love? Okay. I trust that the right person saw this message in due time. And also, this dress is part of the American Pies surge of my Delectables State from Wave 9. So if you're interested and you want to go buy it and you got deep pockets, you can do that. Hopefully it calls to you. I don't know if the info section is complete yet. I got a lot to work on. I'm busy. All right, loves. Have a great day. I do post these today and I'm getting so many messages. I might as well just start doing more than one. Okay, bye.